How is juxtaposition used for humor? Have you ever laughed at something that seemed completely out of place? That's the magic of juxtaposition in humor. Juxtaposition is a literary device that places two contrasting elements side by side. This technique highlights their differences or unexpected similarities, often leading to amusement. When writers use juxtaposition for humor, they create a clash between ideas, characters, or situations that do not typically belong together. This contrast can produce an ironic or absurd effect, triggering laughter. For instance, imagine a serious character faced with a silly situation. The stark difference between their demeanor and the absurdity around them can be quite funny. In poetry and prose, writers employ juxtaposition to create comic contrasts. By placing opposing traits together, such as wisdom next to foolishness, the ridiculousness of one element becomes clear. This can lead to humorous moments that catch readers off guard. Another way juxtaposition works is by highlighting unexpected similarities between very different things. When a writer pairs two elements that seem unrelated, it can defy the reader's expectations and spark amusement. This surprise factor is key to effective humor. Writers also use juxtaposition to develop characters or scenes. The contrast between how a character appears and their reality can lead to funny situations. For example, a character dressed in formal attire might find themselves in a messy, chaotic setting. This clash can create a humorous visual. Irony is another tool in the humor toolbox. By juxtaposing what is said with what is meant, or what is expected versus what actually happens, writers can produce comedic effects. This technique often leads to laughter because it plays with the audience's assumptions. Consider a poem that uses lofty language to describe a mundane topic. The mismatch between the grand style and the trivial subject creates humor. Similarly, in prose, placing a noble hero in a ridiculous predicament can generate laughter. The contrast between their dignity and the absurdity of the situation is often hilarious. Juxtaposition invites readers to recognize differences or similarities themselves. This engagement makes the humor feel clever and rewarding. When contrasting elements are placed side by side, it creates an opportunity for readers to appreciate the humor in a unique way. So, whether in poetry or prose, juxtaposition serves as a powerful tool for humor. By placing contrasting or incongruous elements together, writers can create surprise, irony, and absurdity, all of which can entertain and amuse readers.